Go.
Sorry, I just had to blow my nose. That's welcome to the podcast, everybody.
Hello.
Hello. Dude, have some manners next time. This is
that's the
really-
that's the
this is
first thing.
extremely
Wow,
unprofessional.
quite rude.
That's the first thing that we do in the
First
podcast.
podcast we've ever had, and this happens. What a
Is this
mistake.
this is gonna be episode 1, right?
Yeah, episode 1.
Yeah. All right.
No.
Well,
Okay.
welcome our first ever guest. Her name is Kris. Kris,
Hi.
what do you do like in general?
What I do? So I'm an artist, an animator, and I just like mess around sometimes with it, and I work on. And I've been in a camp called Troc, and that's how I became
love
the
Troc.
person I am.
Ah,
Yeah, we all love Troc.
we all love Troc. It's the greatest
We
thing
all
to ever exist.
love Troc as like
Yeah.
100%. I'd give it a super like 10 out of 10. I
Yeah.
always keep up with every new Troc episode.
Ah, yeah.
There are
Yeah,
episodes.
exactly. Especially mine. Don't forget mine.
Freaking I've seen like 3 Troc entries and that was it. It was the one with I think 2 of them were with Choo Choo. They were good. Choo Choo's good.
Yeah, Tesh is good animator, good funny man.
If I could describe Troc in 2 words, it would be Choo Choo's good. And that's it.
The rest is
Choo Choo's
irrelevant.
good. Choo Choo's good, and I'd give it a 3 out of 10. Other than Choo Choo, what else do they have?
They have me.
They have
Oh,
me.
they do have you. I've never seen any of your entries though. You never showed them to me.
Oh yeah.
You should see mine.
Don't look
Yeah.
at hers. They're gross.
No?
Freaking.
No, okay, he's lying. This is bias.
This is not bias. This is factual evidence presented by me. I have a doctorate. You can't refute this.
One day, a few thousand years from now, archaeologists are gonna dig up bones. They'll be like, we could factually tell seismologically that Chris's entries sucked.
No.
We can deconstruct their DNA to figure out if they were in Troc or not.
What the fuck? Alright.
Wait, how does freaking Troc work? How do they get like? How many people are in Troc at all times?
Like at the start, there's like 20, and maybe if you're lucky, 40, and then it's basically like total drama, where it's like competing challenges, eliminations, blindsides.
I'm Captain Christian Patanza. Welcome to Total Drama.
Pretty cool.
And this is I'm Christian Patanza, and this is epic.
Dude, what do you think?
So basically, people. Huh?
What do you think Captain Christian Patenza does in his free
like
time?
What is he doing right now?
What is he doing right now at this moment?
He's probably freaking drinking out of a coconut and saying, "This is a certified tune or whatever."
This is a certified animation station approved.
Like, I mean, don't you remember? Like back in All Stars, he was in jail. Maybe that's where he is right now.
Christian Patenza, the real actor of Chris McLean, is actually in jail.
He's in jail.
What do you think he did?
I can imagine tax fraud. I can imagine Captain Christian Patent. That's a stupid name.
I
can imagine.
I don't think the captain is actually part of his name.
I can imagine Christian Patenzo.
Christian Patenza.
I can imagine Cristiano Patanziano in jail right now.
Yeah.
I would like to host Sonichu. The game.
Beating up all the other
Hello, contestants. Welcome to Total Drama Island.
Yeah.
Welcome to Total Drama Island. Here are funny characters like Nerdman, Goth Woman, and Fat.
Yes, Fat.
Those are the three characters.
Spoiler alert: Fat win.
Oh yeah, he did win.
Yeah.
Fat wins.
Fat wins in like America, and that is it.
I never watched the ending of that show, but I watched it all the time, like reruns of non-final episodes when I was younger. I grew up with Canadian television because I'm Canadian.
Yeah, hello Canadian. I'm not.
Hello Canadian. I'm dead.
Hi Canadian.
You know?
Not
Hi,
Canadian, you don't exist anyway.
Canadas
dude.
don't exist anyways.
The Canadian doesn't. The Canada doesn't exist joke.
It's a
Yuck.
Canadian sport.
I don't know how I feel about it.
They're simply just
Cause
a
I don't.
civilized native
Cause
tribe.
cause on one hand, it's kind of funny, but on the other hand, I hear it all the time.
You hear it from
It's
other
like,
Canadians, where it's like, we don't exist.
I get that from other Canadians sometimes too. Also, by the way, if you couldn't tell, I'm super, 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 super sick. Like my voice, my throat, my nose, they're all clogged up just a bit. I gargled vinegar, yeah, because it's what you're supposed to do sometimes. You
You
gargle.
gargle vinegar when you're sick?
So okay, when you got your throat, right? You got your throat, and you gotta like it's got germs in it or something, whatever.
Uh-huh.
And then you
Yeah.
go, "Grr," on some vinegar and some salt water, and then like apparently it coats the I don't know how it works, but now I feel a little bit better. Also,
Does this work with other liquids? If you have hepatitis B,
yeah,
you're
if
supposed to
you have
gargle maple syrup and you'll feel better.
yeah, I mean sometimes like when my doctor's like, "Oh, you're a bit like cancer ridden," I I, s- I start gargling. I start gargling like vegetable oil, and then it goes away.
I see.
I've had cancer like 5 times, and I've just gargled vegetable oil.
It's gone away.
It just went away.
Dude, why don't they just use this in the field? Is this just like a special treatment for
Sometimes
some
if you have
random
lice,
child?
if you have lice, you just gotta gargle pan grease, like from a
If you're
McDonald's.
suffering
Oh my
from
god.
close to dying, just gargle some carbonated water
Oh,
and
dude, you
Oh my god,
you'll add
absolutely.
10 years to your lifespan.
if you're suffering
Oh my
from if you're suffering from mortality, just gargle water.
Yeah, you'll still get those nutrients and you'll be
Yeah,
like
yeah.
immortal.
Oh yeah, I should
Uh,
have gargled some of the water that I drank.
should gargle some water. It's
Before the
got sick
before the
nutrients,
cast.
bro.
Yeah, let's just get
It
that
does.
footage of you just gargling water.
Does water actually have water doesn't have nutrients. It just keeps you alive.
Well, I mean, it's got tiny single-celled organisms in there, and that's about it.
That's not the good part. That's the bad part of water. Is the single cell organisms that like live in it.
Yeah,
Person, when will you ever learn?
they all
Oh,
keel over and die.
oh, the cell dying video. The cell dying video.
Oh my god,
I
yeah.
No!
I like to consider myself a freaking edgy epic gamer, but still watching that video makes me want to vomit.
I
I
watched
don't.
something die, did you?
I did. I mean, it happens on your face
Yeah, it does.
every
And
a
you don't
billion
even
times a
realize it.
second.
Like, you look at
Yeah,
your
Yeah.
some people
hand,
don't have the balls to do that.
it's just, yeah, you just look at a single-celled organism, and you just hear people gagging
A
in the
single
background.
sarcasm.
Like, it's
A
super
single
spooky.
yeah.
Just in the video, just the person trying to make the video, they gag while making it.
It's like you see like some spit on the camera.
You see
Some microscopic spit.
Yeah, they were basically gargling some water, and as they saw that, they spit it out and started gagging.
Gah!
Yeah, you just see
Freaking
some little vomit particles that also are single-celled
Oh my god!
organisms joining the pack.
Ew! Ew, no! Why?
Dude,
uh
just some people can't handle single-celled organisms just dying in front of them. It's just too powerful.
Yeah, they have no balls.
I cried.
s- well, I bro, why the fuck you crying so damn loud?
Why the fuck you
Shut up, Dad!
crying? Why you
Dad.
always
I need to watch
crying?
this.
Oh yeah. What was I gonna say earlier? Cause I was thinking about pan grease.
You're
I
thinking
do
about
that
pain grease,
sometimes.
gargle that
I
to
think of,
cure
I was thinking
cancer.
about pan grease, but there was this one restaurant over in the middle of America, someplace, Kentucky, I believe.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't know, Massachusetts. I forget where the
Oh,
burger belt is. I'll have to look up like
The
where
Massachusetts,
burger
you
belt.
where.
say?
Yeah, you know how like America's divided into a bunch of different friggin' belts, right?
Yeah,
There's this.
you got the Massachusetts belt. You got the big belt in front of the world. It hovers above
The
America.
belt is coming off!
No.
Uh, no, I'm looking this up right now. The burger belt. Oh no, wait, I remember I tried looking up the burger belt last time and Google was just like, "Oh, this is a belt buckle with a burger on it that look fucking funny."
It
It's like,
looks so
shut up.
funny. I would like to eat it and undo
I
my
wish I could eat it, but it's
belt.
made of metal and plastic. But I'll just look up a map of America and like draw it out for myself. It starts in like Texas and it ends in like Wisconsin or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
A
Is
map
Man, we're
of
learning a lot today, huh?
No, I just wanted to talk about a bunch of good burgers because I'm a big fan of hamburgers because I'm a freaking greaseball,
Thank
right?
you, teacher, for
So
teaching us about the way of hamburger.
I like taking a
Hamburg.
big bite.
So what is
Nom,
that?
nom, nom, nom.
It goes to it goes from Texas to Wisconsin, and in Missouri, I believe. It goes to Kansas, Missouri, Iowa, Illinois, and all that, and Oklahoma, and a bit of Arkansas. Now in Missouri, there's this little place right in the middle of Missouri, I think near uh there's this one place that just has been using the same grease from the bottom of the pan. They don't wash their pans because they all make burgers on it and nothing else. So they're flipping burgers, and on the pan is the same grease from like the year 1919 or whatever. So
What
it's
the?
like
Yeah.
100-year-old grease. Apparently, it makes the burgers taste really good.
That's a little
Uh,
bit like, okay, so just imagine this. You're walking into a restaurant with your
oh
family, your
yeah,
wife, and two kids, and you're just like,
I
I'll
have two
have the
kids.
burger surprise. And they're,
Specifically two kids.
yeah,
And then you
specifically two
see,
kids.
and then you get a burger. It's like, oh, sorry, there's a stamp from there's a stamp from World War II on my burger.
Waiter, there's a stamp.
It's an ancient burger, just it's greased all over it.
Oh yeah, they
Mm.
got a lot of that grease on it, man.
No,
Uh,
what'd you do? Like, what would you say? It's just like, ugh, I don't want this. No, but what if it
I don't
tasted like
know.
really good? Would you
I'm
still
sure
like
it
enjoy
Yeah,
does.
it's
it?
Of
just like
course, it tastes.
you gotta just really sit down and think about it. It's just like, is it gonna taste like absolute like ass, or is it
No,
gonna taste like, whoa,
no, but
this
it
is
tastes
new?
really good. They all it's known for being one of the greatest, like a really good burger place, and it tastes really good. But
If it's
they
in
use
Massachusetts, I'm going.
really hundred year old burgers. I think it might be like right in Massachusetts. Are you in Massachusetts or whatever? No, right?
Yeah, I am. If I actually find it, I'm going.
You should go there. Take the
Where?
whole
Wait,
family down to eat some 1919
oh,
grease.
sorry. I think it might be in Missouri. I'm sorry.
No.
Where the heck is everywhere else? There's so too many
Oh yeah,
M
there was a time where
states.
someone thought that I lived in Missouri, and I don't know why.
Cause of Massachusetts, Maine, Missouri, Wisconsin, Mississippi.
Wisconsin,
Oh wait,
land
no,
of the
Wisconsin.
schmees.
What the
You
There's
know,
Mexis,
Wisconsin?
Morgan, Washington, Montana.
speaking of Wisconsin, isn't that like the state that's like known for cheese and that's it?
Yeah, every time I
Yeah.
joke about Wisconsin, sorry, you got me saying Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Every
Let's
it's
all go
that.
to Wisconsin,
Yeah,
guys.
let's go get some chocolate cheese.
Wait, hold
That's a
on.
thing, like chocolate cheese. That's a thing that they have
Oh
in
yeah.
Wisconsin. I remember
I
It
I
is?
got it from like when one of my family members, they took a trip down to Wisconsin and they brought back chocolate cheese and I was like, "What the heck is this thing?"
Did you try it?
I don't remember if I tried it or not because it was like years back, but it was like the weirdest,
uh,
surrealist thing. It's like, why would you make this? Why would you make
uh,
chocolate cheese?
I don't
uh
know. Wisconsin is creative with their cheeses. That's what they're known for, I
I
guess.
mean, what are you gonna do if everyone's like, oh, you make cheese? You get stressed out, man. You'd be like, oh, freak, new cheese, we need new cheese, chocolate, and then you put chocolate in the cheese, and then you eat it, and it doesn't taste too good, but you say,
You
hey,
still say, "Hey, we can
Did
make a
you know
profit
that
off
like
this."
did you
yeah,
know that like cheese can make your dreams more livid?
Why
what?
specifically cheese?
I thought
I
that was
don't
apple
know.
juice.
Like I
I thought
mean,
it
maybe
was
apple juice as well, but like the sharper the cheese is, like the more livid your dreams will be.
Is this like a
uh,
hallucinogenic substance in my
I just have
cheese?
Like I mean,
razor sharp cheese.
who knows what the Wisconsins have? If they could create chocolate cheese, then
All right,
like I don't know,
new
man.
theory: Wisconsin is not real. That's freaking the Canadian. You guys always talk about. What was that one state that they were talking about, like selling as a joke? Uh,
Um, I don't
I
know.
think it was. It was the one to the left of Wisconsin. There's a one
Wisconsin?
to.
The one to the left, that's like North Dakota?
South to Canada.
South to
No,
Canada.
there's one in between North Dakota and it's Minnesota.
Oh, Minnesota, yeah.
You know, and Mimel. There's Mimel, the funny little elf man.
There's an elf man living in Minnesota. Does he give out little hugs and treats?
No, Mimel. You don't know Mimel.
I
You're
don't
American.
know Mimel.
You don't know Mimel?
I don't
You're
know
a real
Mimel.
American. You don't know Mimel? Alright, I'm gonna show you. TopHat. Put out a picture of Mimel right now. It's the funniest little fella. Mimel is like he's so cute. Look at Mimel. He's not cute. I'm just joking.
Man, that's kind of rude. Don't
so
you see how great he
cute.
is?
He's an ugly, disgusting looking elf with a dumb hat. No, if you've looked at a map, then you've seen Mimel.
I literally have not looked at a map and seen Mimel. I've not seen a giant, grotesque gnome.
There, that's Mimel. That's Mimel right there. He's an elf.
Oh,
don't you see it?
Is this?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the States.
Yeah.
What? I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know Mimel existed. There's a giant little man in the middle of USA.
So Minnesota is the hat, and Iowa
is the face.
Is the face. You got the nose.
Missouri's fat belly.
Tennessee's the cock. Arkansas.
Yeah, the big boner.
No, Mimel would not do this.
Mimel got a little boner. Arkansas is the legs.
Have a little bit of fun there, huh?
And Louisiana is the boot. He's got a funny little boot.
His boot's kind of dissolving. Is he feeling all right?
He's dissolving into the ocean.
Mimel is slowly dissolving into the ocean.
His toes are just slowly like breaking.
One day Mimel is just gonna die.
It won't be
like
Mimel
in the United
anymore.
States, it's been around for a very long time, so like
Mima.
his bones are bound to snap at any moment. So his toes have already said goodbye.
Well, yeah, like
he's developed like an extreme foot fungus that slowly corrodes his toes away.
Foot fungus.
The last thing you'd want in your Gulf of Mexico is someone's
Louisiana.
But as it turns out, that might be what you get.
That might be what you get.
Here's my theory about America, right? You see this? Look at a map of America and split down the middle. To the left of that is a bunch of boring-looking, dumb, stupid states like Nebraska and Wyoming and Utah and Nevada. They all look like angular and like
squares.
You're we're square for freaking
boring.
But starting with Mimel, you get interesting looking states. Like you'd never get a state that looks like freaking Illinois. Look at Illinois.
I can't look at Illinois. I don't have a map in front of me.
I do.
You brought a map just
like, you could see Illinois in the picture, person.
Well,
yeah.
I'm a little bit blind if you didn't realize.
You can see Illinois
4 eyes.
Also, you know, Louisiana's a fun state. I like looking at Louisiana sometimes.
Probably
just
the
like
greatest state is Texas because it looks like it's pointing down at Mexico.
Oh yeah, it does.
I just realized that like right now is pointing down at it.
Texas always kind of looked like I don't know. What does Texas look like?
Alright, I'm gonna get a map on my phone. I'm gonna see what's going on in the state.
It kind of looks like he's giving like New Mexico the L.
The L.
Like the little bit of
the little New Mexico L.
Like take the L, New Mexico.
Oh my god! All right. Let's see.
And then we got Maine, which looks like a furry.
Wait, hold on, I've never seen Maine.
Yes,
what now? How does it look like a furry?
I see it.
It looks like a weird animal head.
It looks like some fucking furry.
No, it doesn't. What? It looks like a huge chunk of something. What are you guys on about?
No, it looks like a little animal head.
It looks like a furry.
No,
like Maine is Maine is a furry. Okay,
Maine is canonically a furry, and all of its inhabitants are furry.
Alright, I'm definitely not biased on this, but oh my god, it is not.
So wait, Massachusetts.
Yes,
Rhode
the best
Island.
state. Best state.
That's a lie.
Stop it. That's a pure lie. If it were the best state,
No.
then I would care about it. Okay.
Well, I have strong pride about it, and you can't tell me otherwise.
Massachusetts pride.
Massachusetts pride. That's where
I'm
I
gonna go do
am.
Massachusetts thing in Massachusetts
Uh,
land, which I don't
ver-
Massachusetts care about.
What the?
Massachusetts.
All right, calm down.
Having a mental break.
After like an hour or so, I can finally go home.
Don't freaking
Don't
Massa.
you freaking Massachusetts.
I'm a Massachusettsist, honestly.
Yeah, Massachusetts unite.
I'm a Masochist.
I'm not a big fan of this.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Vermont, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, and Connecticut and Rhode Island should all be one state.
What
I
should
mean,
they
look
be
at that.
called?
Ca- Car- Caroma, Caromont, New Caromont
That's
Shire,
pretty good.
New Corhomontshire.
New
New
Corhomontshire.
and
Beautiful. It rolls right off the tongue.
It's very fluent.
Where are you?
Man, New
Where are
England
you
is the best thing ever, I
from?
swear.
Oh, New England. Is that even a state?
It's a
No,
portion of
no,
states. It's like
yeah, it's a portion of states, and Massachusetts in it, so it's pretty much Massachusetts, Rhode Island, New Hampshire, Vermont, and Maine.
it's
So.
basically the furry head of the U.S.
No, no,
And then some.
Dirty furries. Oh, I think my throat's clearing up.
no.
My throat's cleared up a little bit.
Maine is still not a furry head.
I will defend that opinion till the day
It
I
just looks like
die.
a clump.
No, man.
Nope.
And and I'm zooming in on my phone, and it just still does not look like a furry head.
It looks like an animal
looking-
head.
No,
Yes.
what animal?
The weird one.
That does not help your case at all. It's a weird animal. What
This
weird
is like-
animal would it be?
Weird Al.
This is a weird album.
Yeah, that's an animal for sure.
Weird
This
Al
is
is actually an
definitely the
animal
most-
in disguise.
This is the most visual podcast that we've ever done. Like, TopHat, can you edit it before this big conversation? Like, please pull out your American maps.
Please pull out your American maps for the audience
Pull out
to
your
follow
American
along.
maps and zoom in and zoom out as much as you can. Pay
Like,
attention, kids.
Pay deep attention. Like, it's like a BBC
Just look at
thing.
the
It's like,
boner man. Just take a really close look.
there's like a British
Yeah,
narrator
minimal.
saying, now look at part 1 of your American map, and there's little labels on it. It goes ding, like where the 1 is.
It's like, please turn your attention to section 2 of the map.
There's like a kid's storybook. I had one of those when I was babysitting. My little cousin Jackson, he had one of those funny books, and they were telling Marvel stories, and it took me like 30 minutes to figure out like the way it went, and it's like, man, babysitting's hard. Anyway,
Why would you sit on a baby?
I wouldn't.
Man, his grimy little head was very uncomfortable to sit
Look,
on.
maybe there were no chairs around, and maybe he looked pretty soft. Like,
Might have
hold on.
kind of squeezed his head a little bit.
I like he's got a little dent in his head now. Is that what babies do?
Like, there's a thing with babies. It's like, once they're born, it's like their head isn't like fully solid yet. It's like
Yeah,
really crumbly.
Babies are soft little freaking things. They're apparently babies.
I love babies.
Okay, thank you.
You're one of those disgusting cretins of society who actually likes them. Here's the thing. Yeah, babies are made up of 3 substances: milk, water, and like
Pee and poo.
and
Those are one thing.
Oh my god.
No,
That's
they're
just like of all it's made out of.
They're
Yeah.
made of milk, water, and like oobleck or
Ooh,
something like that.
It's just a blob of flesh.
yeah, it's just a
One
flesh
time
blob. You can knead him into whatever shape you
One
want.
time my mom called a baby a blob of flesh.
A blob of flesh.
Yeah, because like it's like my mom was like taking care of like a friend's baby, and she was like, "Oh, it's easy. It's just a blob of flesh, so nothing really to worry about."
That's objectifying. That's demeaning. The baby needs to stand up for his rights.
Baby rights.
No, it can't think.
Hold on. I'm gonna blow my nose. TopHat, could you like make this really ear rapey?
No. Don't
Bruh.
do it. I'm begging.
There we go.
I feel violated.
I
No,
feel
you
attacked.
don't. You're all the way in America. I'm up here in Canada. And I'm just blowing my nose in the
Dude,
comfort
sooner
of my
or
own
later,
home.
it's gonna travel from your house to my house, and it's gonna slap me in the
The
face
wind,
20
Yeah, it
minutes from
goes like
now.
it goes like 1,000 miles per hour. Don't you
the
know?
wind from my nose is gonna twist around, and it's gonna make a tornado.
It's gonna
And
go
you'll
360
die.
around the earth and hit me in the back of the head, and I'm gonna be like, what the heck?
Ah, I just
Is
like
this a sign?
It's a
I just
sign from
coughed. I
God.
just coughed something up. Oh,
God,
He's
you
oh my
coughing
coughing.
into my
gosh!
prayers?
He's coughing
I'm
the baby
dying.
up.
This is the first and last episode of the podcast. I'm dying.
No!
No, no.
This is good. This is a kind of a funny episode because this is the first episode, and also probably gonna be the only or the second or one of two where I have like a disgusting throat and I can't like talk very well.
No, trust me. I was you like a week ago or two, because like my throat is like terrible, and like my nose was destroyed, and like even my voice was destroyed. There were some like things I couldn't even do with my voice without it like breaking down. Like, person, you would know.
I would know. Firsthand.
So yeah, it was actually it was actually worse this morning. Honestly, like this
Oh
morning
yeah,
I was like.
I had like a fever as well, and it was just I like fell asleep like 5 times when I didn't get to go to school because of it.
This morning I had a giant nasty cough.
This morning I was like this.
Ew.
This morning I was like this. And one time I freaking and so like usually I sing songs and stuff
Mhm.
on my glider.
La la la.
This time I literally couldn't. I literally could not. I tried. I was like. I started like, oh, there's only one artist who I can sing the songs of it with a voice like this, and so I started singing some Johnny Cash, and even then I went like,
Well, like
like on the first syllable.
singing is fun to do. It's just like it sucks when you're sick because you can like barely do it.
It sucks
Oh
when you have
yeah,
like if you don't have the right voice for it, because like I tried to sing once, like a
dude.
really high note song, and I remember I used to be able to do it back when my voice was like 3 octaves higher, but now I
Oh,
can't do it because my voice will just go like, "Ah," or whatever.
Me on the other hand.
Right, calm
here,
down,
here, I'll give you.
helium
I,
head.
I, I'm in an object show, and they just and like a few days ago they asked like, would you be willing to sing in an episode? And I was like, all right. Hopefully they don't start recording that bit around now, because
Oh
then
shoot, I gotta do some object show lines, but I'll
Oh
do them
yeah,
no,
later.
we all
I'll do.
gotta do our object show lines for summer
Oh
yeah,
man, this is very
cartoons.
important. It's a very big part of my career.
yeah.
If I don't
What
do this, I'll
object,
get fired.
guys? What
Oh my
object
god,
show?
yeah, I keep forgetting to do some, and I just feel so bad.
Yeah, what object show are you in?
I'm in a lot actually, but
Well, no
Are
need to
you?
flex.
okay, I'm sorry. It's just like this is like something of being a girl gamer in the OSC. It's just like so many people are just like, hey, you want to voice in my object show? And it's like,
You want to be in
okay.
my object show? There's an
That's the
object
thing,
show.
though.
Okay, McOddzen. There's like this object show made by this one guy. It's like BFDI fan something, and Kris is just in it like 4 times over.
Yeah.
Why?
We
Why
got.
are you in it?
Yeah, it's like it's actually me, and then there's like BBBOF as a robot, and then there's like a drawing that she made of a Jew, like,
Of
and
a
then
Jew?
there's
Oh
Like,
yes,
yeah,
that's oddly
of
specific,
a.
but that exists. Yeah.
and then like a picture of BBBOF as a character, just like, oh,
Why
Goodness.
why is all of this in an object show of all things?
I don't know. Is it.
I
Are
don't
they
know, but like
playing.
I never even was asked to like for permission either, and it's like, oh,
Very
okay,
Are
strange too.
they
it's
playing
very
seriously? I
strange.
don't know, man. I remember I was in this object show, and I really feel bad because I was totally in this object show, and they're like, "Wow, you did such a good job. You got to do this." And I was like, "Okay," and then I didn't do it, and then I slowly left. Uh, so there's that kind of thing. But now I'm in three. How many object shows am I in? One, two. Uh, I've been. You know how you said that person that there was a secret project on your channel. You know, and all
Yeah, I don't know if I'm
that
still
other.
doing that because it's like
Uh,
freaking.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of in limbo at this point.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
so like.
a bunch of stuff.
Sorry,
But other
guys,
than
no
that,
more lines.
Ah!
So yeah, I don't know. I try. I
So
think
like.
I think the best thing I'm in is probably OBC, because that's the one, because I have control over it. All the
Yeah.
other ones I have no control over. You know what? Top Hat, flip a coin, and if it lands on heads, cut this out.
If it lands on tails, keep this in.
Record the coin flipping, or don't. I don't care. Just go.
I like how we're basically treating TopHat as like our servant. It's like TopHat, do
He's-
this. TopHat, do that. But he's not even
Chop
here.
at chop chop.
He's not here, but he's gonna see this footage. Oh, because he's gonna edit this, and I'm gonna. You remember how it goes? You record, he edits, and I upload.
Yeah.
That's how it is. You, basically, what
And
you
I
do.
just be here.
Yeah.
Basically,
Your
you listen.
expendable
Top Hat-
guest.
Yes, the best guest that's ever gonna be here.
you actually talk. You know, you do the say. You say the stuff.
You say
Yeah,
the
I
funny.
say the
Yes.
thing. I
Oh.
say the funny things because I am the funniest person alive.
You just sit there
What
and
do
look pretty.
Yeah, I am.
What
I
do you-
am very pretty. I am
What-
so cute.
What do you bring to the show? What, Chris? Come on, tell me. What do you bring to the show?
What do you bring to the
What
table?
what I bring to the table? Believe me, I bring a lot. I bring some of my personality. I bring in some topics. I just bring in the good in general, and I bring in the funnies.
So
You
you
know,
bring in
just
the
to
good,
use.
you bring in the funnies, you bring in the
Yeah.
topics. You're being very vague here, and I can tell why. You're our worst guest. Congratulations.
I can bring in the fact that I am the best guest, first of all.
First of all, you're the first guest, so you don't have any competition. Second of all, so nothing
Yeah.
then.
Dude, you're our
What
best
the
guest
fuck?
so far, Chris.
Yeah. Woo!
Technically our best and our worst at the same time.
What
Wow,
the?
Chris, you're our worst.
Is this just bias?
No, this isn't bias.
No,
This is just
that's just the way it
facts.
goes. That's the truth.
That's how it
Can't
goes when
get
you're
around
the
it.
only person. You just like you're both the best and the worst, and also the
And
middle.
you're also the most.
All right.
And
Well, you
everything
know
in
what?
between.
At least if the best is in there, I'll give you that.
You're the most boring, and you're the most interesting, and you're the.
You're the most
You're also the-
talkative and you're the most quiet. It's basically just you're a
Guys,
jack of
I'm
all
a bit,
trades.
I'm a bit nervous fucking here. Oh yeah. Anyways,
Wait, who do we have? Who do we have on next episode? I'm just gonna look at this.
Well, I think we have a top hat. I think.
Either Top Hat or like John Dubuk.
Oh yes.
I think I want to get the Top Hat episode before John Dubuk though, because Top Hat, Top Hat. Hey, Top Hat, I want you to edit in like I don't know something. Don't even edit in anything. Just like put in text something funny.
Yeah.
All right, good.
don't
Or
you
don't
dare.
like I really.
Or just
I
don't
really
put this in.
Don't put anything in.
Put
like
just
can you
don't put the
delete
whole episode in.
Just no.
Delete
All you
the
gotta no.
podcast.
Basically, all you gotta do is just keep all the footage in of just McOddzen blowing his nose, and that's it.
Yeah, that's the whole
Yeah.
podcast.
The podcast is 10 seconds long, and it's just.
Just
just splurt out all of your bodily
And
fluids.
just- and then McOddzen, you just grab up some water and just gurgle it right into your mic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's your best fake gargling noise?
Hold on. Let me just get some raspberry lemonade right here.
Don't
actually drink into the
Don't
the
do it.
mic.
Don't do a real
I'm
gargling noise.
kidding.
I said fake gargling noise. It can't be real. That's cheating.
What, you
I
just gotta
can't-
do like a Donald Duck voice, like I don't know. That was the worst thing. Now
do
it
you
just
do a
sounds like you're
Donald Duck?
drowning.
How do you do a Donald Duck? Everyone does a Donald Duck. I clearly couldn't be able to do it right now if I tried, but maybe later I'll be able to do it. Maybe next episode I'll do a Donald Duck
just keep
voice.
watching the episode. You're gonna see it sooner than later. Come
Coming
on.
soon at 6 o'clock, we
The
have
Donald Duck impression.
the Donald Duck experience.
Can you do it? Ladies and gentlemen, please call in your best Donald Duck voice, and the winner gets this life-sized statue of Donald Duck with a huge boner.
Oh my god, I'm
Look
sold.
at the size of that thing. It's like 4 inches.
It's like
It's bigger than my own.
It's bigger than.
What are you saying?
I don't know.
It's wrapped in gold foil. Unwrap it, and there's chocolate. You chew on it. Yum yum. It's cheese
If
chocolate.
you touch it, it will let out a special liquid.
When I watch Battle for Dream Island, and I look at Fiery Junior, my wiener, it gets very big, and sooner or later, someone like just a little bit of.
Do you think there are actual people who like do that to BFDI of all things? It's like
Yes,
they'll do that to like a
yes,
freaking leaf.
yes, exactly, of course.
It's like, oh, I want to really plow Leafy.
I wanna give Leafy the Watusi. I wanna give him the.
I want to give him the 1-2 win token.
Oh,
I'm gonna go like, oh, and then I'm gonna go like, ah.
I want to insert the win token into his butthole.
Oh my god. Can we move on to something that isn't BFDI
Yes.
stiffies?
Yo, it's your boy BFDI Stiffy.
Oh, what's a special little friend in my pit?
Did we already say that my rapper name was Lil Big Stiffy Johnson?
What is the history behind Little Big Stiffy
alright,
Johnson?
so, Lil Big Stiff. I don't think Johnson's in it. That's just my real last name. It's not my real last name. Isn't Johnson? But I said okay. So on my Twitter, my actual my not. I don't know how Twitter works, what it's called, but my nickname on Twitter is uh Jacob Lil Big Stiffy Johnson, I believe, and
Stiffy.
Lil Big Stiffy Johnson, and the
Yeah.
rapper name is Lil Big Stiffy because I thought Lil, like Lil, that's like little. So I was like, all right,
That's kind of
what's
how
the
it
opposite?
works.
So what's the opposite of little? So big. So I was like Lil Big. What's little and big? Stiffies. I don't know. Little bit, and I spelt stiffy wrong on purpose, so it's like Stiffee. So it's a little big stiffy, and so and my real name isn't Jacob Johnson. I just made that as a joke, but Jacob
It's
Johnson is
actually
funny.
Jacob
I
Johansson.
I use Johnson because that's another name for a stiffy. That's another name for a stiffy is a Johnson. It's like
Really? What?
Yeah.
yeah,
Those don't like
yeah.
relate at all.
No, you know how people say my thick and girthy Johnson sometimes? It's like it's
Thick
supposed to
and
be
girthy. What the?
What the
it's supposed to
heck?
be your nuts, right?
How did this conversation like devolve into this?
No, I'm explaining it. So my name is Lil. So it's funny because Lil and Big are two things about size, and Stiffy Johnson is two names for a dick. So it's Lil Big
What the?
Stiffy Johnson. And so my name is Jacob Lil Big Stiffy Johnson. Okay, that's the
Man, we're
whole
like
joke.
talking about this stuff, and I'm a girl here, so.
Yeah, come on,
That's the
man.
joke explained. And you know what they say about explaining jokes? It's kind of like dissecting a frog. Yes, everyone gets the point, but the frog dies in the process. So there, the joke is dead. Now I have to change my Twitter.
Okay.
Yay!
Okay, hold
Also,
on one
don't look at my
second.
Twitter. It's racist.
One second. Hold on.
Oh,
I gotta stop the recording for a
off to a good
second.
start.
Alright.
Okay, we are going again.
Alright.
Woo!
Did he get the Switch though? Like when your
Yeah,
brother
you
went
got the
into your
Switch.
room?
Yeah.
What's he playing on there?
Probably
Oh wait,
Smash, because that's the only game
isn't
you
that
have.
like isn't there like one of those hentai games on the Switch
Yeah, there's
officially
a hentai
licensed
game on the Switch.
officially licensed by
Well,
Nintendo?
I think
Well,
so.
I know
Also,
what I'm doing when I'm getting the Switch back.
Nintendo officially licensed like twin tail porn on their site, on their
What?
Twitter. Like on
They
their Twitter,
did?
they like yeah, they got like this girl, this hot lady in VR, and they're like, and Nintendo went on like it's like geez Nintendo, they went on Twitter like. Come look at this new VR of Twin Tail doing a video, and it was
What
like
was
porn.
Nintendo thinking?
It was porn, and it's still up there, I think.
It's
And
still
it's
up
like,
there?
yeah, they did it on purpose.
Why?
Why?
Cause I don't know. Also, there's this video where they're doing like arms, fan art, and they were like in a fan art contest,
Mm-hmm.
and and like they were really trying to find the ones that didn't include like Twin Tail's fat, uh, They were trying their hardest because it's a kid thing. And so, hold on, let me look up freaking. I'm just gonna look up Arms fan art, and I bet the first thing is
It's
gonna
gonna be Twin Tail.
Twin Tail's enormous bootay.
Isn't that the one with like the hair? They use the
No.
hair as boxing
Yeah.
arms. Like, how do you even
Nope,
describe that? It's like
it's not the first thing that comes up. In fact, I'm scrolling down as much as I can, and I'm still not seeing it. Maybe I'm just fucking stupid.
maybe you are just too normalized to looking at yourself, eh, McOddzen?
What? What are you talking about?
I...
I'm
oh,
not.
never mind.
I'm not a thick black woman, okay?
Whoa!
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
I don't know what I'm talking about.
I'm looking at arms. It's pretty good. All right, I'm done doing that. It's dumb. Their arms are weird. Maybe it's called arms.
Maybe it should be called the arms that are wrong.
What?
That's the sequel to Arms. Arms that are wrong.
Arms that are wrong. I was not thinking straight there, so I was like, shoot, now I gotta finish this statement.
You gotta have your best mental.
The arms that are wrong.
I know I'm one to talk, but you gotta have your best mental process during the podcast.
I'm
man.
sorry.
Yeah, come on, person.
Hold up, I got a better name. Arm.
What is Arm? They have
Just
one
arm. Well, so the twist with this game is, so
Is that
you
you
have
have
two
more
arms.
players.
You have two arms in the first game. Why not just have one
Yeah.
in the second? You have to tie one behind your back.
No,
Perfect.
that might work because like you could give the other Joy-Con to your buddy, and then you could have two Joy-Cons but two players.
Well, I mean, you can just do that in regular arms.
I don't know how arms work. I don't play it.
Well, neither do
have
I.
It, though. I have it, but I don't play it. Hold on. I'm gonna blow my nose, buddies. You're gonna love this. You're gonna love this. Ready?
Ugh.
There's another one. There's another one.
Great, another one to becoming 365 degrees around the world.
There's no 365. That's just 5 degrees.
Well, I added 5 degrees. You can't stop me.
You added 5 degrees. Now it's like all over in a different state.
Yeah, we added 5 degrees to the world, so now the world is slightly wider because it had to compensate.
Dude, what if one day scientists were just like, all right, we're okay. You know how like it's been 360 degrees for like ever?
Why don't we just change that? Let's make it 365.
Let's just add 5 more degrees. All right. So there's now circles are now divided 365. Checkmate atheists.
Checkmate atheists.
Man, we're just geniuses here. Like everybody should be taking notes.
We changed the world with our discoveries.
Yeah, all you scientists with master degrees, take notes.
Take some freaking notes, all right? And in those
we'll get you some Google Slide presentations about this.
Yeah.
Trust me.
We're gonna compose our thesis statement on the proposal of 365 degrees to the Earth.
Beans didn't always have the little twist. You know what? I'm not even gonna talk about it.
Don't even worry about that guy. He's new to the job. He's a rookie.
I don't care. I was about to talk about beans, so then I decided not to because it's dumb.
Okay.
Anyway, what do you guys want to talk about?
I think that's a wrap, actually. Why don't we just end it off there?
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
All right.
That's a wrap.
Thank you, guys.
Yum yum. I love them. I'm gonna eat it. All right. So go, follow freaking Kris. Where can people follow you online, Kris?
Oh, so people can follow me on YouTube, Twitter. Like those are the main two, honestly. And
Wait, don't you
and people can
upload onto YouTube?
No, I do. Like I'm mainly on my troc account, and I should probably upload more on my actual account, but and people can also watch me on DeviantArt.
All right, so we'll post that all in like the description and maybe flash something up here. TopHat, flash those links up there, please, compadre.
Yeah, yeah, because I'm pretty cool.
If TopHat just like puts the image of that you drew for the podcast and like the audio together and does nothing else, that this is gonna be a big waste of time.
But yeah, also follow us on Twitter and subscribe to McOddzen's YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Follow me instead.
Okay, shut
That
up.
person has too many. That person has too many subscribers.
No, I
Wait,
have a sizable amount. All right.
yeah.
Anyways, thank you all so
All
much
right.
for watching the podcast, and tune in next time for some
Yeah.
funnies.
So for really funny stuff.
Yeah.
Bye.
Goodbye,
Goodbye.
fellas. Bye.